Hello, good evening everyone, Cosmic Blur here, and we are back with more Megaman X. This time, last time we defeated Chill Penguin, Flame Mammoth, and Storm Eagle and claimed all of the loot in their stages, and now we're moving on to the rest of the Mavericks left. Now, you've noticed we've been playing in the order we can get armor on. This time we're gonna make a slight change to that. We're gonna get Spark Mandrill first, because, well, his stage is really cool, and also to show you more of the stage changes that happen when you defeat specific bosses. So there he is, Spark Mandrill. His special weapon is the Electric Spark, and he's just a cool dude. Also, his stage has the theme song, just listen to this. It's just pure ear candy. Anyways, this here is what remains of the Death Programmer after we shut it down last episode. And this here, that's the stage change that we're gonna see here. After defeating Storm Eagle, the Death Programmer crashed into the power plant that Spark Mandrill took residence on and knocked the electricity out. And with that, well, a lot of the electric-based hazards aren't gonna be there. And also, if we go this way, you're gonna see that the sub-tank is here. We cannot get it yet. There's a special item, we need to get that later, and we're gonna come back to get it once the time is right. But for now, let's just, keep going forward with our ever-handy Storm Tornado and defeating everything that stands in our way. Isn't that easy? Now, this stage has a special hazard, which are these firefly things that come flying at you over pits. The idea is that they're gonna hit you and knock you down into the pit. It happened a lot to me when I was younger, nowadays not so much. And, well, the light intermittently goes out so that you can see when you're going, and you fall into the pits. And, but it's not so common. The game gives you plenty of room to recover from it if you mess up. It's just more of a warning. This specific part, at least, is more of a warning, so that you know that when you get into that situation later on, you're gonna have a little less of a safety net. But for now, that's what you gotta deal with. And there's this slime robot thing. Normally, it's supposed to be attacking you with electricity, but in this case, he can't because, well, it can't, because we knocked the power out, so he has no electricity to use, and he's just sort of stuck here now, trying to fight us with his goo powers. Its goo powers. Without much success, may I add. Oh, it's actually dealing me a lot of damage to me. It didn't used to hit me that hard. Also, thing to note, when the explosions are going off, the music cuts off a little. I always thought it was because the game could only run so many audio tracks at once, so this sort of interrupted it, but I have no confirmation on that. Anyways, we're getting to another area where the electricity is going to be going out, but this time, rather than having pitfalls, it's just so, I'm going to have enemies attacking us, and oh, I'm dead. Well, what do you know? I don't think that had actually happened to me in a while in this stage. Well. Water under the bridge, let's go. And let me just take care of something real quick here. And I'm back. Had some slight audio issues here, but took care of them. And might have cut off a little bit of the audio track down. We had some recording problems, but all in all, everything's okay. Taking some damage from these turret things. I've never had the patience to deal with them. I always just get hit by them. We knock down this turtle here, and if we jump up here, we can see the hard tank is here. Normally, you're supposed to use like a boomerang item to get it, but you can just jump. If you time your dash jump right, you can just collect it. So yeah, let's go. Man, just listen to that theme. You don't get a theme as cool as this ever again. It's just so good. But yeah, we're back to another Firefly section, and this time it's a little harder because there's a lot more vertical movement and a lot less leeway for you to mess up. And we got an ammo refill, so always handy. Up. Oh, almost died there. Actually, how many lives have we got? 5. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. And we're at Spark Mandrills. Now, Spark Mandrill, we're gonna meet him in a bit. I'm gonna start explaining a little bit about him here because the fight is gonna be very short, believe me. Okay, so Spark Mandrill was a Maverick Hunter as well. He was a really relaxed and friendly dude, just sort of minding his own business. And he joined Sigma because he thought that when Sigma started his rebellion, Spark Mandrill joined him because he thought that, maybe Sigma was right, or maybe he wasn't, but maybe he was, and he just didn't want to think about it, so he just sort of signed up for it because he was like, I don't think he's wrong, so I'm just gonna go along with it. And in exchange, he gets to absorb all the electricity he wants, which is something that he really likes. So he got that count for him. And He has the electric spark as his weapon, and he uses electricity powers. And let's go take him on. Now, Spark Randall suffers from a lethal condition here, aptly named after him. You're gonna see what I mean shortly, and Spark Randall syndrome. I think the term was coined by Gerard the Completionist, but I've seen it go around the community for a while. I just only recently found out he was the first one to use it. Yeah, that's the thing. You see that? That's a deadly condition, where being hit with your weakness just sort of stun locks you forever. And just like that, Spark Randall's down for. Never really had a chance to do much. So yeah, and you know, it's a deadly, really, really bad condition. A lot of bosses throughout the franchise have it. It's a really bad thing. But yeah, that's it for him. I told you it was gonna be a quick fight. The poor guy never gets to do much, but yeah, he gives us his electric spark, which we're gonna find some uses for it. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but you're gonna see it in a bit. Now, next up is Armored Armadillo. And, well, let's go. He took over a mine that exports minerals for Cygnus Rebellion. And there he is. He is a really difficult boss. His shells deflect all kinds of attacks and make him nigh invincible. So of course we're gonna exploit that and kill him really easily. Also, this is also a really cool stage theme. I like it a lot. Anyways, we equip our trusty handy Storm Tornado, and one thing I want to point out real quick while we're here. Let's see if we can see it, because he is around here somewhere. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is, the last of the Batons. You remember the old Bat robots from the original franchise? Well, that's the last one. That's the last you're ever gonna see. They are now extinct thanks to us, which sucks, but hey, they gave us a 1-up, so that's cool. Normally the minecart takes you through this section, but I wanted to stop so we could look at the Baton, and well, I guess we're gonna have to walk it off. Now, important thing, you're gonna want to equip your, get out of here. You're gonna want to equip your Fire Wave here. Get out of here. And as soon as you drop, you're going to stop here. You're gonna activate the small robot here. Stand back here, and now just shoot him with the Fire Wave up close. And he is gonna be dead within seconds. This is supposed to be like a runaway segment. This thing is supposed to be invincible from the front and chase after you, but if you hit him from behind with a Fire Wave, you kill him. And what did he have behind him but a sub-tank? So now that's 3 under our possession, out of 4 in the game, and we know where the 4th one is, so we're doing great. Now, with the helmet, you can break these rocks to collect the energy up there. That's like use 2 out of 3 the helmet has, and that's just about it, really. I haven't showed you what a Charged Storm Tornado does, have I? Here, have a look. It makes this big cyclone pop up. It's good for hitting stuff above you, but its energy consumption is so not worth it. We're getting a lot of 1-ups, and that's good. We're gonna need them for later. There's a secret that requires us to die a lot, and that is the condition for the secret, so yeah. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go and, you know, try and get it, because it doesn't feel worth it to die so much. But it's supposed to be on this same stage too, but we need to have collected a lot of other stuff first, so we're not gonna be able to get it yet. Forgot the minecart does that. So yeah. Let's equip our handy trusty Fire Wave, because we're gonna be using it again shortly. And you jump. Kill this thing. And here comes another mole robot. And this time you fall behind him, and you just sort of shoot him with a Fire Wave. You have to kill him as soon as you can. This one in particular needs to die really quickly, because otherwise you lock yourself out of a secret. So yeah, we got him, and now, if you look up here, there's a heart tank here. If the robot had gotten there with its excavation path, it would have destroyed it, and you wouldn't have been able to grab it. So we have that now. Let's go back to our Storm Tornado. Don't ever want to be caught without it equipped. Don't want to leave home without it. It's just that good. And now we're going to be leaving the mine in style. Check this out. And we jump. And we're right at Armored Armadillo's door, and we're going to want to equip our Electric Spark. And here he is, Armored Armadillo. An honor-bound and strict a hunter who got himself by a really strict morality code. Or not a morality code, an honor code. And you shoot him with the Electric Spark and his invincible armor knocks off. He's supposed to be like really strong, but if you shoot him with the Electric Spark, you knock his armor off and then you can just hit him and kill him. Armored Armadillo is a hunter, and he is a committed hunter to the end. He follows the change of command, he follows orders, and he lives to be a soldier. So why is he signing up with Sigma? Cause when Sigma rebelled, he was never discharged as the commander of the Maverick Hunters, so Armored Armadillo still has to obey him. And that's it really, that's why he is in the rebellion. He doesn't agree with it, but it's his leader that's ordering it and he has to follow suit. And in the manga, actually a really cool thing, in the manga, X and him fight with katanas. There's a whole scene where they show you that Armored Armadillo was like a samurai. That's kinda cool. And from defeating him we get the Rolling Shield. Really handy weapon to have, really good. Actually, there was not really a lot of use for it, but you know, you need it for later. All of this is needed for later. Now, we could go against Launch Octopus, but Launch Octopus has left irreparable psychological scars in me, so we're gonna go after Boomer Quanger instead. Cause even though we're supposed to go after Launch Octopus with a Rolling Shield, he is still really hard to beat even with it, and so we're just gonna stop to get another specific upgrade and then come back later. So we're gonna go on a quick break here. Real quick, there's something I need to look into, but I will be right back. And we're back. Okay, so this is Boomer Quanger stage, a comms tower that got taken over. And it's a command center that, when the uprising started, Boomer Quanger took it over and used it as a platform to watch the destruction of humanity from. Because apparently he hates humans that much. That's about as much as we know about him. He's supposed to be like this really analytical fellow. And he's like, he likes collecting information and analyzing others and such, and that's about all the information we have on him. This area has this security system section where there's these lasers that if you step into, they'll shoot you. It's not too hard, honestly. Let's see, laser on, laser off, and you step in and you jump. It's kind of simple. I mean, you can get shot. It really isn't a big deal either. It's not that powerful. It's just fun to, you know, play the little, like, sneak game and not get hit. So anyways, as usual, using the Storm Tornado to make short work of everything, filling out our sub-tanks for when they are required, which might be this battle. And this is an upward segment. We don't have a weapon that hits upward. I mean, we might try the Shotgun Ice, but I'm not sure if it's gonna help us a lot. It does. Okay, good. Now, these things are the most annoying enemies in the game for me, and they come back pretty often, as you've noticed, and they're just there to hit you and knock you back during difficult sections or sections that require you to have, like, precise movement. It's like an enemy that's designed solely to annoy you, and for you to hate it, and it really serves that purpose really, really well, especially later on in the final stages. Oh my god. I hate them. Anyways, we kill this thing. We're ascending the tower from the outside. This also has a really cool theme. I can get behind this stage theme. So yeah, we take these cannon guys down. These lizards I always thought were really funny looking. There's like these robo lizard guys. I like them. But you have to hit them, so... Here we go, and up we go. Now there's a special upgrade here, as you can see, that we can collect. There's two ways to collect it. One is to get a boomerang at a later point and then come back and, you know, get it. But I've also seen people collect it using the charged shotgun ice, which is what we are about to try here and see if it works. So let's see. You jump and... Okay, screw you then. Get out. We hop on and jump up, and we couldn't get it. Okay, let's try that again, because it's good fun. I like trying this out. Okay, let's go. And shotgun ice. And we jump up. And oh, we were almost there. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I don't know. I just feel really cool if we could get it like this. And let's go. And we got the heart tank. Handy, huh? Yeah, that's a thing you can do. Otherwise, you can come back with the boomerang and get it at a later time. But I mean, you can't spare yourself having to revisit a stage. Why not just do it? These cannon things are just about the worst. Actually, those other enemies are about the worst. Okay, we don't have Boomer Quanger's weakness, but he's not really that strong a boss either, so let's just go fight him. and if I die, like in a really dumb way, I'm gonna fast forward to me dying. But anyways, Boomer Quanger, his name is based on the fact that he has a boomerang. You know, he's a boomer not because he hates the youngest generation and thinks they're ruining the economy, even though he is the one that did it, but because he has a boomerang. I had a whole joke planned out for that. I can't believe I forgot it. I was just too caught up on, you know, playing. But yeah, he's a scarab. I think he's supposed to be like a stag beetle, but they didn't know how to translate his name, so he's just a quanger. Because that's his name in the Japanese version, I think, and they just left it like that. So yeah, this guy, what he does is that he warps around the room, and every now and then he charges at you to knock you off the wall. And every now and then he just gets, like, really into teleporting, like he just does it all over the place. It's annoying. No one likes him. Even though I do think he has a really cool design. Yeah, he's not really all that. I mean, his most dangerous attack is grabbing you with his pincers and throwing you up to the ceiling, but we got him before he could do that. And he is now dead. So I guess we won. And now we get Boomer Quanger's power, and we have no reason to revisit his stage, which is a big plus for us. Now we got the Boomerang Cutter. And with this in hand, there's a few items we can go back and get. Well, there's one in particular we can go back and get that we didn't have yet. So let's go back and collect it. While we have the opportunity, we might as well go and do it. So here we go, Stink Chameleon. Why am I going to Stink Chameleon stage? I am a dummy, I meant to go to Spark Mandrill. Well, there's also stuff we can get here. We're gonna have to revisit this stage later again, though. Well, now I feel like a dummy, but... Hey, I'll get to show you this first, so that's cool. You're gonna want to, well, I was gonna say you're gonna want to equip your Boomerang Cutter, but actually, you don't even need it. I'll show you what I mean in a bit. So yeah, we're gonna be using our Storm Tornado to kill the Lumberjack robots and all of the other robots out there that could be trying to hit us. Now, there's a cave entrance here. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to jump from here and land at the top of the cave entrance and go up here, and this is gonna take you to a secret arena where you're gonna fight a special boss. This is RT something something, I don't remember his full serial number, but he is a guardian robot. And what he's guarding is something that only he knows for now, but we're gonna see shortly. So as you can see, he's somewhat simple. If he grabs you with those claws of his, he's gonna slam you against the wall. But it's no big deal. You can just like do this. Actually, he's supposed to jump to the other side of the screen. I find it really weird that he hasn't done that yet. Because normally he tries this a few times and then he jumps to the other end of the screen, but I guess he's just not in the mood for trying that out now. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's fine by me, honestly. We can take him out even easier. It's fine by me. Oh, he is moving. He is doing it. He is doing it. So yeah, he doesn't show many signs of us damaging him, but we are damaging him. Slowly but surely. If he blinks, it means we're hitting him. Oh, he didn't actually throw us into the wall now. Good. Oh, always gets us. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Oh, he is starting to smoke. See that? See that smoke coming out of him? That means it's working. So, you know, just a few more hits. This is actually gonna come in handy for us later on, so it's good we came to this stage first. Yep, he hit us, and... Purple, there we go. There's more smoke coming out of him. It's almost done for. We've almost got him. It can take a while to kill him, but it's because he is a special boss that is guarding a very special item. So it's good that, you know, they make it a little challenging, I guess. And we got him. He goes boom, and an upgrade capsule comes up. But this is the best upgrade capsule. Look at this. This capsule contains a new type of body armor. It will reduce damage to your systems by 50%. So yeah, if you equip this, you take half damage from everything. It is super useful. Once you get this, if you get this and you have full sub tanks, there's no stopping you anymore. Except for maybe pitfalls, but you're just that strong. So now we have that, and well, let's get out of here. We got a Stink Chameleon to take out. So let's go. Now, the third and final use of the helmet parts. You see these things falling from the ceiling? Oh, this one in particular falling from the ceiling? These guys always look like Crystal Man to me. Like a stone Crystal Man. But yeah, that block that fell from the ceiling there. Let me see if I can get it to spawn again. I can't. Well, darn shame. That block there, it falls from the ceiling. If you have the helmet part equipped, you're not damaged by it. That's it. That's the third and final use the head part serves in this entire game. Not really a spectacular thing, is it? Really isn't. But you know, it completes the ensemble, so it looks cool. So yeah. Now, Sting Chameleon, he was a hunter specifically in the forest, a stealth-based hunter. He was really good at fighting, a really strong dude, and he respected the strong, and his deal was that when Sigma started his revolt, he joined Sigma out of A chance to promote, and B, because as far as at least Maverick Hunter X covers, Sigma had hostages that he was using to blackmail him into working for him, basically. So that's also why Sting Chameleon like joined him. But we don't know if that's like a serious thing, because the only thing he says is that, oh, maybe some of us are fighting because there are hostages involved, and it's like, okay then. Oh, don't let it sink, jump, jump, jump. Okay, good. I don't know what happens if it sinks, I've never let it sink. I just like keeping it good, like and whole. So yeah, we've capped out our extra lives, that's good. We're gonna need a lot of them. And we got to Sting Chameleon, and he is weak to the Boomerang Cutter, so it's good we have it already. This is a tricky boss. The Boomerang Cutter doesn't always go the way you want it to, and Sting Chameleon himself is always moving around. So, you know, he's just hard to get. But we're gonna do our best to take him out. I mean, we have the armor, we have a lot of health. What can he really do against us at this point? Look at him. This boss also, like, I could never beat him on my own as a kid. I'd always be trying and just failing at it. Yeah. Like, not necessarily like a weakness thing, more like I'd try to go after him first because I'd be like, oh, it's a chameleon, and try to hit him, and just... I'd fail because I wasn't packing his weakness and was at the very start of the game, and he's really tricky to get. So, you know, I'm just glad that's changed as time's gone by. The Boomerang Cutter is really unpredictable. It goes in directions that you might not always expect, so... I'm standing that close to him when I shoot it because I want to make sure that I hit him, because otherwise the boomerang's gonna go everywhere but where he is, and that's just an inconvenience. So yeah, we took Sting Chameleon out now. He is down for. And we're gonna go visit Spark Mandrel stage real quick to collect some quick loot, and then we are off to get Launch Octopus. And then we're ready to take out Sigma. So I hope you're ready. You get Chameleon Sting. This thing has probably one of the handiest charge shots out there. You'll see what I mean. I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of it later on, because it's really useful. Anyways, here we are in Spark Mandrel stage, and I'm gonna show you a handy little side use the Boomerang Cutter has. Are you ready? Well, first we gotta get there, so let's just kill these guys. I never got what these are supposed to be too, they're like missile pods. Oh, we capped out our sub-tank. Now we shoot this here. And it's not getting it. There we go. We got the sub-tank now, so now we can get out of here. And now we have all 4 sub-tanks, 9 lives, all armor upgrades, pretty much almost all health upgrades. It's a great time to be alive. So now let's go fight Launch Octopus, once and for all. Launch Octopus. That is the voice they give him in the remake where everyone has like a voiceover. He's like, oh, I am an artiste, you see? I am Launch Octopus. Yeah, he's cool. Alright. So yeah. His deal. He was an underwater combat Reploid. I don't think there's actually a lot of story to him. He just sort of revolted when Sigma did, and that's it. He doesn't have like a deep motivation or hostages or like any further drive. He's just sort of there. Interestingly enough, he has a brother. His brother is Bolt Kraken. He doesn't show up in this game, he shows up later. But lore-wise, he does have a younger, I guess, brother. I don't think they ever mentioned which of the two is the oldest. Also, this stage has these submarine guys, and these guys are a pain to take out. This one not so much, it falls kind of easy. But wait till you meet the next one. I mean, it's one of the few things that the mighty Storm Tornado doesn't immediately turn to dust. and it's a really big inconvenience. There, we got him. You see? Did you see how much energy it took us to do that? Complicated, huh? Also, this has these fish things here. These fish things, they show up in Battle Network too, I think. At least they look a lot like the ones from there. And I always wonder if that was intentional. Anyways, this part here. Oh, this is the worst. You ready? You're gonna fight this fish robot here. And this fish robot is gonna try to push you or pull you into the spikes. So what you do is you stand next to him here. And even if he is hitting you, you don't care about it. And you hit him with Spark Mandrel's weapon enough times so he dies. It dies. Yeah, because otherwise, oh my god, you're just gonna have a horrible time with it. Okay, now, next up, these things push you upwards. Sometimes there's loot up here. It's not like there's something great right now. But this next one here, you're gonna want to jump on it, get pushed upwards, and hop onto the ship here. And once you're here, you shoot a Storm Tornado to it to destroy it. And you sink the battleship. And when you sink the battleship, it crashes through the floor, makes a big hole going down, and, well, it takes you down here. So let's go. And in here, there's an eel robot that you fight. This thing scared me a lot when I first got here as a kid, because I had no idea what its deal was. You just shoot it with a Storm Tornado a few times and it just dies. Yeah, see, and it makes like this really scared face. It's like, oh! But yeah, that's it. Gives us some health to put inside our E-Tanks, Sub-Tanks. I always call them E-Tanks anyway, because they have the E on them. Their official name is Sub-Tanks. Anyways, we got the health upgrade now. And let's go. The stage also has underwater physics. It's really interesting. It's the only underwater stage. And fun fact, so you can see that they pay a lot of attention to detail when they made this. We equip the fire wave, you can't use it. Because you're underwater. Makes sense, right? That's a cool thing. Anyways, now we're gonna find more eel robots. Hear that? That's the sound of it approaching. And just like that, we took it down. Notice that this one doesn't make like a surprise phase when you kill it, it just sort of goes down. And I've always wondered if because I've never paid attention enough to see if it's supposed to be that the one we killed is the only one that looks surprised. Anyways, Launch Octopus. Really dangerous dude. His weakness is the rolling shield, but he makes this whirlwind to protect himself and throws all these missiles that crash against the shield and break it. So we have an alternate strategy here. You see, Boomer Quanger is weak to his weapon. But if you bring Boomer Quanger's weapon to your fight against him, and you hit him with the Razor Sharp Boomerang Cutter a couple times, like this. Oh, don't let him get you. If he gets you when he's doing that, he drains out your life. And don't let him get you. Whenever he does that, stay away. He's gonna suck your life. And we cut off his tentacles, and just like that, he can no longer defend himself from rolling shields, and we can now just spam him on him. I mean, he throws these missile pods at you, but, like, honestly, look at this. Let's even charge the rolling shield up. Here, watch this. Oh, well, never mind then. Okay, just die. Never liked you, you're such a hard boss. It's the only boss in this whole game that needs two bosses to take him down like that. Like, Armored Armadillo and Boomer Quanger. Because otherwise, it's just a really bad time for everyone. So yeah, we took Launch Octopus down, and there is one final item that we need to go back and get. We got the Homing Torpedo, which I think its name's supposed to be Homing Missile, but they left it as Homing Torpedo. This one is kind of useful, it homes in on things, so if something's above you, you just shoot it with it. It's really handy like that. And we got a cutscene where Zero tells us that he's found Cygnus Fortress. Finally, we found Cygnus Fortress, see? Let's go in and put an end to his war against the humans. And yeah, that's the story, Sigma's waging war against the humans. So yeah, we're fighting Sigma. And we're gonna go back to Sting Chameleon stage one final time, because there is one last thing we need to collect. So instead of going up there, now you go down here, and now the cavern is flooded, because defeating Launch Octopus actually floods this place. And now you do a dash jump. You do a dash jump. Sometimes it doesn't do it in this particular version of the collection, I do not know why. If you're playing the Legacy Collection, I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't happen, it's very rare, but let's see. 3 out of 3 uses for the helmet. I think that's supposed to be the RT robot out there doing it. But anyways, we are done here, so let's head back to the map screen and get ready to take Sigma down on the next episode. So yeah, we save. And we are ready. Look at his face there. He's challenging us. He's like, ugh. So yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. As always, thanks for watching. If you stuck around this long, I really do appreciate it. And well, have a good evening, everyone.